There we go. Now it should work. Cool. Fucking Streamlabs just changing my settings for no reason. I wanted to call this stream Incel Whispering, but apparently that's a banned word. You're not allowed to do that, because some people might get mad at you for calling them out as they are. Yeah, they don't think it be like it is, but it do. The Incel Whisper is one of the coolest things I've read all week. I think it's like that on YouTube. I think you're allowed to say Incel Whisper on YouTube, but not on Twitch. Make the title Femcel Secrets. That makes it sound like I'm giving you a means of becoming a femcel. I don't think people want to become a femcel. I don't think it's a good thing to want to be. Just write the Incellular Whisperer. Yeah, people get very mad. People get very mad at this stream. I don't understand, even though I'm trying to help people. People get so fucking tilted. I haven't seen this much negativity since my League of Legends days. It's actually very similar behavior to people who play too many MOBAs. They don't want to take any responsibility. It's always somebody else's fault. You're a dumb woman. We don't want to hear your words if they aren't saying what we want. Exactly. That's exactly what people want. It's crazy. Like, it's hyperbolic, but it's, like, actually just real. People love thinking in extremes. It's very sad. Oh, I fixed it so now that I can see if you submitted dating photos along with your question. I know who you are. Sorry about that. I didn't know linking to Sheets would actually help me in that endeavor. Never played Dota in my life. Married with 2 kids. Coincidence? Is the same Google form as last week's. Yeah, because there's a bunch of them that we haven't gotten to yet, and now there's like more people submitting. The stream is like, as much as it tilts people, it's also very popular, so that's one of the reasons I keep doing it. So I'm not gonna let some little asshole ruin the fun. But yeah, people get like really aggressive in my DMs about this. Is it still open? Yeah, it should be. Chat, what's wrong with Dota? I'm trying to learn League of Legends, but I might try Dota. Just delete both of those from your computer. Save yourself some time. Oh, hello! Hello! Very nice to see you. Ooh! What's up, motherfuckers? How's it going? How's your Monday? Do you imagine yourself being single forever? No. Just, you know, I haven't been putting forth the effort. Dog shirt. It's not a dog, actually. It's supposed to be a leopard. Just very stylized. It's from my friend's short film, The Voice in the Hollow. This is what the back looks like. See? Ain't that swag as fuck? I wish this was the front of the shirt. Kind of bad move on their behalf for making the cool part in the back. Ow, my fucking wrist. I like fell down earlier this week and like landed on my hand and it crunched the inside of my wrist and now it hurts. hate when graphic tees put the graphic on the back. Yeah, like, what's the fucking point of that? I want people to look at it and then look at me and then know that I'm cool. Not it. I don't want it to be like a fucking afterthought. Just wear the shirt backwards, but then it would be uncomfortable. Then it would look stupid. I wouldn't feel good doing that. It's not cool. Lean forward more, it was out of frame. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to go do that again. But yeah, people get really fucking mad. There was like this big mad incel in my DMs about these streams. He got mad because I said that mirror selfies look retarded. He like got so mad about that. Do you even plan on making new videos? Yeah, I'm working on one right now. They just take a while because I like to put a lot of effort into them. I don't like to just like factory produce them. I want them to be fun and full of heart. So that's why I don't upload very often. But yeah, this guy, he slid into my DMs, he got mad. Actually, he got mad back in August when I did a dating advice stream for the first time. He's been mad for like 8 months now. He's been pissed off for a while. And then he slid in again. And he called me like a bitch and stuff, and he told me I wasn't like, what did he say? I'll put these screenshots in general actually, because it was just so fucking retarded. I'll give you guys a little treat. But yeah, he was super fucking pissed off to the point where I told him he was being a retard, and I told him I sent all of these screenshots to the group chat, which I did. And then you know somebody's big fucking mad when they try to take the lowest, low-hanging fruit they can, because they're insecure. So he told me that I was the reason that my mom died. So I can't think of anything more pathetic than that, than somebody getting fucking triggered into oblivion because I told them that mirror selfies aren't a good, strategy for dating apps, to the point where, they bring my dead mom into the mix. And then we found this guy's YouTube channel too. And I checked his YouTube channel, and of course it's always like somebody who is very clearly mentally unwell, very schizo, to the point where like any woman can see this person from a mile away and get scared. So that was a fun little thing that happened this week. And it's interesting that they would bring up my mom into this, because, like, you know, I can't change the fact that my mom's dead, right? That's permanent. But this person could very easily just stop taking mirror selfies. They could do any number of things to make them more appealing to women, and this is like advice that I don't have to give you guys. I could just be doing anything else with my time, because I think my audience deserves to succeed, because I like you guys and you guys are a lot of fun, and I want to help you, because, you know, dating's hard. I understand that. And then you have this guy who won't take those steps. He doesn't want to recognize that he is in fact his own problem, his own worst enemy. And he can do that stuff, and he just fucking won't. Like, I can't resurrect my mom because death is permanent, but you could choose to stop being such a disgusting, fat, gross incel at any time, and then you actively choose not to, and then you get mad at me like it's my fault. So, you know, very, very interesting. Yeah, I'll put the screenshots in general. You guys can have fun looking at those. They're very pathetic. Let's see, where'd it go? Here you go, general chat. Yeah, a lot of people just get very triggered. Which is baffling, because I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to tell you, like, very, easy things to allow you guys to stick out, in a more positive way on a dating app, instead of somebody just seeing you immediately and then, swiping left because, you took a bad fucking photo of yourself. I mean, then people get mad. Yeah, he sounds like an awful person. Oh, he is, absolutely. Just very much like a fucking MOBA player, doesn't want to accept any personal responsibility, and anything that goes wrong in his own life is always somebody else's fault. So yeah, fun people. Some people, yeah. I can't stop being greasy and retarded. I'm supposed to be doing your topology and UV mapping, but I don't fucking want to. I feel you. I don't ever want to do that stuff ever again. so I don't think I will. So thankfully I don't have to do that stuff anymore, because this is my job now. Your hair looks more anime than usual. It does, doesn't it? I put more hairspray in it than normal. Sometimes I can't tell if like the hair extensions help or like make it look weirder. I don't have the hair extensions in today. I think it's like finally long enough to where I don't necessarily need them. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind about them. Yeah. She don't want you, bro. Oh yeah, it's definitely somebody who wants to fuck me. It's always that. It's always somebody who's frustrated that the woman online doesn't want them. It's like she's talking to me directly, but she doesn't actually want me. That hurts my feelings. I'm gonna get mad at her. I'm gonna put forth all of my incel rage because it's her fault that I'm like this. If it wasn't for women, I would have big sex right now. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. This music would work on Adult Swim. Yeah, it's good shit. It's my friend makes the lo-fi. If you go into the description of any of my videos, his SoundCloud is listed, and then you can just listen to all of these songs. Blaming someone else for why their life is going worse sounds like an ex-friend I broke up with 8 weeks ago. It's even funnier because I don't know this person in real life. He's just like some guy that didn't like that I had things to say, and he thought that I should be more careful as to not offend him specifically, as though we knew each other in real life. That's it's very schizo behavior. Alright, let's see. I don't know where we left off on these. I really should like write these down, write down which ones I've answered already. Oh well, we'll just have to sort through them. Let's see. This spreadsheet doesn't work great because it kind of cuts off the answers, so I can't see them very well. How do I make this not look like shit? Yes. Oh, thank you, Mr. Creeper88 for the super chat. You're drunk? Don't do alcohol. It makes you look old. Little tip. Alcohol isn't that good. And thank you, Joe Magic for the sub, and thank you, UMFO1 for the sub. Thank you guys. How do you make your hair do that? I have a tutorial on my channel. It's a YouTube short. If you just scroll through those, it should be there, and you can have also anime hair. Let's see. Let's see. Where did we leave off? I have no idea. How do I expand these? This is so... No, that's not what I want. Oh, there we go. That helps. Let's see. Borderline chicks. We did that one. I can't form any attraction. Yet I can still become horny. Am I stupid? I think I answered that one too. You're not stupid. That's just normal. It's just being a dude. Did that one. Let's see. Oh, here's a fun one, I think. How come my boyfriend Donald Trump dumped me when I turned 14? We used to go on nice island holiday retreats where I got to meet all my favorite Hollywood celebrities. Well, unfortunately, you're all gross and used up after 14. Them's the breaks, kids. You've hit the wall. Maybe try not dating a pedophile next time. I hope that helped. Next! I actually don't like looking at the Google Sheets, it's kind of AIDS. So we're not gonna do that. Oh, thank you, Velvet Thunder, for the tip. Thank you for your dating advice and random noises. Heart your face. Thanks! Is that doing it for you? Let's see. Alright, we did that one. Okay. Dating pics to review. Would you love me for if I was a worm? Did that one. What's the best way to meet people if you just go to work and go home most days? Stop going home. Go outside. You're not gonna meet people in your fucking house. You already know the answer to that, man. Come on. go outside. You gotta get a fucking hobby or something. You gotta go out, get some fresh air, and there's like no net negative to getting out of your house, even if you don't meet the one out there. You just get out of your fucking house. Easy. I've been dating this girl for 6 years. When will I know that I'm ready to marry her? 6 years? And you're not married? What the fuck is wrong with you? You fucking bitch! Put a ring on her right now or fucking let her go. God damn. 6 years is crazy. I think my limit for dating guys, and they haven't proposed to me yet, is 3 years. Fuck that. Because I was already in a 5-year-long relationship that continued going exactly fucking nowhere. So yeah, I'm not doing that shit anymore. If you're not feeling marriage potential within like 2 to 3 years, maybe that person isn't for you and you're wasting their fucking time and you're wasting your own time. So try not to do that. That's really mean, because you're wasting people's time is really fucking awful. I got my time wasted, and I'm fucking, what, 30, almost 34, and I don't have fucking kids yet? There's a timer on these things, man. Come on. Marriage isn't as popular with people these days. That's because people are pussies. Everybody's bitch made now. Because they listen to Andrew Tate and they think, oh, she's gonna take half my shit and divorce me and all that. Stop polluting your fucking minds with that shit. A lot of the stuff that you read online, it's usually extreme examples of things going seriously wrong for clicks. Most of what you read online is not real. My dogs are farting really bad in here. Hold on, I need to close the fucking door. It's bad. I can't fucking breathe. I'm getting fucking hotboxed. One sec. What happens when you're giving chicken? Their farts get stinky. Real fucking bad. Fucking base dogs giving her a Dutch oven. Don't fucking encourage them. Okay? Don't be mean to me. I'm the nicest lady ever. Don't be mean! Thank you, Lewis D77 for the super chat. Those of us born in 1993 are in a stranger limbo between, you know what I want, you know what to do here, and I'm helplessly, hopelessly, and I will never be happy. That's not true. Happiness is what you make it. I mean, yeah, sure, I know things kind of suck, economically right now, but you can take steps to not be fucking miserable. You just kind of have to come up with a bit of a strategy, maybe get a therapist, help them, get them to, map things out for you, tell them what's going on in your life. It's not all doom and gloom. I can't breathe, I'm getting horrendous flashbacks to the movie The Bride. I've never seen that movie. Bring the Poir plushie. Actually, you're right. I need my emotional support Poir. Those dots aren't tattoos. No, they're stickers. I just peel them off and put them back on. Every day. A lot of people think they're piercings. If you think these are piercings, you're fucking stupid, sorry. Yeah! Alright. What would one consider to be the best date ever? That's really subjective, and there's a lot of factors at play. It kind of depends on person to person. I don't know about dates specifically, but sometimes when you just have a lot of chemistry with people, realistically, anything can be fun. Like one time, me and a couple friends went to go see the Super Mario movie in theaters, and I accidentally locked my own car keys in my car, and they all had to wait around with me for AAA to stop by at like 2 in the morning. Cause you know, they don't want me to get like fucking raped in the movie theater parking lot. So this was actually one of the most, like one of the funnest things I've ever done, is just hanging out with all my friends in a parking lot at fucking dark 30. We found an abandoned shopping cart and we took turns pushing each other in it. We went to In-N-Out. We drew stuff in like the condensation on my car. Somebody drew a big wiener in it. It was just a lot of fun. So, you know, A good date is just, and it could be anything as long as you have really good chemistry with that person. So I don't know, just don't overthink it. Show up, dress nice, don't be late, ask them questions. Make sure they're asking you questions too, because you don't want somebody who just doesn't put effort into talking to you, right? That's a boring person. So yeah, don't overthink it. Let's see. How can I get my... Oh, we did that one. How can I get my GF to lick her armpits? Consent. That was the answer to that one. So I found this bone in my backyard, and I really want to know how old it is. Like, would be cool if it was a dinosaur, right? How do I date it? I think you need to take it to a paleontologist. That's a good way to date the bone in your backyard. Kai's new tip for getting beautiful, hot, voluptuous, succulent, petite, exquisite, elegant, ravishing, drop-dead, gorgeous, magnificent angel of a baddie. What? Yeah, run from people that only talk about themselves. Well, you want to let people do that to an extent, because again, if you're not sure about somebody, a good way to understand if they're crazy is just to kind of let them monologue for a little while, and they'll end up telling on themselves. Very important dating tactic is if you just be quiet for a little bit and let them be fucking weird. And if they're too weird, don't go on another date with them. Alright. How come every time I look away from the screen, it just scrolls back to the top? That's really fucking infuriating. I really hate Google Forms. They're very bad. What would you do about potential partners who are bitter about prior relationships and men in general? I would not date somebody like that because they have to work on themselves. Don't pursue somebody who's got a lot of fucking baggage and they want you to resolve it for them. Don't date femcels. Don't date misandrists. I know the obvious thing to do is find a woman who isn't like that, and I've really tried. I'm 29, and nearly every woman in my age range I meet are entrenched by this. Is it just the city I live in, Buffalo, New York? Who's got on the ground knowledge about Buffalo, New York? I know New York City is like one of the worst places for dating in general, but I don't know about like Buffalo, New York. Maybe the whole state is just cooked out. I have no idea. I understand this rhetoric is mostly from personal hurt and trauma, and I try to be an example of a man who isn't like what they complain about. It feels so alienating and backhanded to be told, oh, I don't mean you're one of the good ones. I don't mean you're one of the good ones. And when I mention how it personally affects me, they go into a political debate mode. You might need to not date in Buffalo, New York. It sounds like everybody's like that, because in Southern California, I know it's a similar thing, right? Because I have a similar problem here, where everybody here is like an extremist, leftist, communist cuck, and it's really difficult to want to be in the same room as a man who is like that, and it's really off-putting. I can't think of something that makes me drier than a male feminist communist. Those guys are just they're gross. It's really getting to my mental. I already have a hard time being comfortable in my own skin, and having drilled into my head that all men are evil makes me doubly unwanted and creepy everywhere I go. Should I just die? No, I think you need to move. I think you need to find somebody who's not from where you are. So I have like a friend group, right? It works because none of us are actually native Californians, except me. I'm just built different, right? But a lot of them are not from here, so they don't have like all those delusions drilled into their brains from birth. So you need to figure out how to either not date somebody from New York, the state. I guess the whole state is just kind of like that, huh? Or you need to go to things where people who aren't necessarily from the state go to. It's possible, you know, not everybody in New York is from New York, right? LOL, I'm from Buffalo and then moved to SoCal. Man, you're just between a rock and a hard place, huh? I need to find a dog to yell place at so I can experience what it's like to be a communist. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that one's tough. Your geographical location can really affect your dating prospects, unfortunately. I had a different problem when I lived in Temecula, where, you know, not everybody's like a fucking communist, right? But it's like the opposite problem where everybody's like an extreme conservative, and very suburban-brained, not very ambitious. Everything around them is a strip mall, and it's kind of like a different set of mental aids that doesn't make for a very attractive person. So, I don't know, you might need to move. Or maybe you'll get lucky and you'll find just people who aren't from where you are. And those tend to be more level-headed people. Oh, that's just Buffalo. Buffalo sucks. Okay, cool, I was right. Probably date someone... Oh, wait. Not super close to the sea. I know plenty of people, like, 1 hour from LA who aren't like that, but maybe it's because they aren't in their 20s. Well, you know, people in their 30s are also like that. It's very much a pervasive problem that injects itself very deeply into people's lives. Don't date a far anything. Yeah, it's really difficult. Well, I'm currently in Temecula. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. I fucking hated it there. I grew up there. It fucking sucked. I've never enjoyed anything in Temecula. I'm glad I don't live there anymore. But yeah, sorry. You gotta like import somebody. You gotta travel. You gotta maybe do a little bit of a drive somewhere else so you're not around people who have all of the same brain disabilities. You got a job at Marvel as the bathroom glory hole. Oh, congratulations! They don't pay very well for the glory hole guy, but it's something. Maybe you'll move your way up. I believe in you. Let's see. Okay, this is an interesting one. I don't think we did this one. Hi, Mika. Just wanted to, how do I get back into, I should get my glasses. They're right here. It's hot and dry right now in Temecula. It's like that in Los Angeles, too. It's really fucking hot, and it's March. It's gonna be so bad when summer comes around. God damn it, it scrolled away again. Son of a bitch. Why does it do that? Fuck you, Google Forms. Let's see. God fucking damn it. Sorry guys, I have to scroll a little bit to go to where I was. Here it is, alright. I'll highlight it so I don't lose it. Mika just wanted to know, how do I get back into dating after two things? First, to keep a long story short, caught my ex cheating 3 years back. She later claimed I sexually assaulted her and told my uni I beat the case because both my college and hometown best friends were at the gym with me the night she claimed I did it, and we later got plastered in my apartment till 6 a.m. The videos and pictures of that night saved my life. And 2, I grew up and was a fat cud? Do you mean chud? Till now, 3 years at the gym well spent. And I still get the sense that girl either talk to me or be nice to... So, sorry, you have a lot of typos in this. I still get the sense that girl either talk to me to be nice or cause I have something they need. I know it ain't the case as everyone around says I'm being paranoid, but I still can't shake the feeling. My current strategy is to keep doing the gym, school, etc. till preferably a tomboy makes the first move. That's probably not gonna happen. Women aren't really known for making the first move. I make the first move because I'm built different. Yeah. Also, that's a little word of advice for everybody out there who has a crush on me. If it's mutual, you'll know, because I will make the first move. If I don't make the first move, I don't like you. Stop simping for me. It's weird. Just a little sad tangent there. Right, yeah, so the first little nugget of, lore there, that's quite traumatic. I'm sorry somebody made a false fucking sexual assault claim. That seems to be a very, prolific thing these days. Even my little cousin has been dealing with that at school. He's been getting bullied a lot because a bunch of girls, they really like him. And he's, like, really not at the point yet where he's interested in girls because he's, like, 11. So every time girls ask him out, he says no. And the girls don't like that, so they resort to bullying him. So he went to the principal, right? And he told the principal, hey, these girls are bullying me. And then it turns out the girls decided, well, actually, we're gonna say that you touched our boobs, and then that way nothing gets done about the situation. And then we're all gonna get together in, like, a big group, and we're gonna push you down to the floor, and we're gonna kick you in the nuts several times. So that's what millennial parents are teaching their fucking kids. It's really fucking horrible. But yeah. Sorry you've had to go through that. Seems like a very common thing these days, and it shouldn't be. But yeah, a tomboy is probably not going to make the first move. Likely, it's extremely, the chances of that are extremely low. You need to listen to your friends when they tell you that women aren't necessarily talking to you just to be nice or because they want something. And, you know, like, let's be real, there are people like that. But you can't live your life perpetually afraid of those interactions. You gotta, you know, let some of that shit go. I know it's scary because of, you know, your past, but if you go your whole life expecting things to magically happen for you, you're gonna be like an old man, and you're gonna be alone, and life is gonna totally fucking pass you by, because that's very unrealistic. So you gotta have a little bit more gumption, and you gotta go after the things that you like. But you're on the right track. Going to the gym, going to school, those are all qualities that are desirable in partners. So, you know, you're setting yourself up for success. You just gotta stop being so scared of women. They're not all going to make false sexual assault allegations against you. You just gotta get better at weeding out the crazy ones. And again, my strat here is to listen to them talk, let them yap, and you'll figure out pretty quickly the kind of person that they really are. Thank you, Craig from Craigslist, for the super chat. Mika, where'd you go? There's some lady with glasses streaming in your room. It is me, Anita Sarkeesian. I'm here to give you advice now. Actually, no, somebody said I looked like SS Sniper Wolf one time, so it's actually me, SS Sniper Wolf. We're here to react to some TikToks with jokes that aren't mine. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys like the content that I worked so hard to give you. Most people afraid of women can't be under 21. Bruh, I was very introverted prior to my customer service job. Now I'm great with talking to people. Literally just mature, bro. Yeah, that's what I try to tell you guys all the time. You gotta, like, that's actually a really good strat, especially if you're younger. Get a customer service job. You'll learn how to talk to people real quick. I used to be a bumbling fuckwit myself when it came to talking to people, and then I got much better at it when I started streaming on Twitch. Now I have like no problem talking to just random people, starting conversations and whatnot, having general charisma. You just gotta practice. It's if you start out shy, if you spawn into the map a shy person with low charisma, you can always level up. It's not like the end of the world. You're not always gonna be like that if you put effort into not being like that. I bet Sniper Wolf is actually Jewish. Maybe, I don't know. Auntie Mika out here laying down the truth, and it's hard. Yeah, and then people don't like it. People don't like when I'm, like, honest. Imagine that. Oh my god, it scrolled up again. I fucking hate this. Piece of shit-ass app. How can I get it to not do that? It's so AIDS. There it is. Not much of a question. I'm getting out of a divorce and was thinking of just waiting a few years to get everything together and start searching for something. Unless something comes my way. I think that's something good to try. Yeah, you know, a divorce is kind of a pain in the ass. Especially if there's, like, fucking court shit involved. Child support, alimony, whatever the fuck. It depends on where you live, but, you know, give yourself a break. Don't hastily get into something right away after a divorce. It's not gonna end very well if you do that. scrolling away from— why? Why do you— I'm gonna refresh the page. Maybe it'll stop doing that if I fucking refresh. Like, what the fuck, man? God damn it. I think it's because people are actively submitting things, and it pushes things up. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, yes.
Let's see, did we do this one? Alright. Hey Amika, I'm Aurora, and I have a question regarding my dating past in general and how I should approach dating now. Hold on, I think I heard somebody do something. Thank you for the sub. Thorbomb3, thank you very much. Good background music apart from the random screaming. The random screaming adds to it. How do I tell someone their autism is a turnoff to me without being rude or too direct? I don't think there's like an easy way to dance around that one. You're just gonna have to fucking tell them. Sometimes you have to be a little bit rude and direct. It also depends on what the autism is, maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, say they're really into Sonic the Hedgehog. You could probably maybe just gently guide the conversation to something else. Like, oh, you know, we sure do discuss Sonic the Hedgehog a lot. Do you maybe want to talk about something else? I don't know, man. You could try that. Thank you for the super chat, empathetic Wi-Fi, but you didn't write anything cool for me to read, but thank you.
Oh, yes.
Do you like instant ramen, like cup noodle? Yeah, who doesn't? I love eating trash. I love garbage. Thank you, sidetracking, for the sub. Okay, back to this question. The first person I ever dated was during the summer of 2022. I met her on Tinder, and she was willing to drive me to places where we had 3 dates before we broke up, while was seemingly eager to help me with some of my gender issues at the time, at least on one of our dates, but didn't really help, to be honest. The third date was really what made everything fall apart, because back then, and still now, I have very little experience involving intimacy with another person, and I have a lot of anxiety regards to physical touch in that manner, and because of past sexual assault trauma, and my ex essentially sexually assaulting me on the third date too, despite me having a literal panic attack, it has further solidified my anxiety into something that I've tried resolving via 6 therapists, but nothing has really worked out so far, unfortunately. Jesus, dude, because this is definitely a question you go to a therapist with, because this is a little bit above my pay grade, man. But it seems like you've been to therapists, and I know finding a good therapist is really fucking hard, but I also don't want to just like pull random content advice out of my ass to, you know, entertain people online. I feel really bad about that, but I'll try. I mean, not that I like ever do that. I always try to be really insincere with these. But I don't know if I'll be able to help you, but I'll keep reading. As a result of this occurring, it has also led to me developing pretty bad gooning addiction to cope with my anxiety, shame, depression towards my anatomical appearance, and developing a fear of encountering the specific type of woman she was again. Was very narcissistic and had a victim complex, never reciprocated, and highly defensive toward any semblance of criticism. Jesus Christ. These 2 factors have made me more scared to date as a result, since I don't want to encounter more people like her ever again, although that has happened recently, unfortunately, but with a close friend with the same negative traits falling out with me. Question, are there any sort of tips you could recommend in regards to me getting sober from gooning, and possibly help me develop better confidence in myself despite my anxiety issues? Well, so with gooning, right, you're gonna have to quit that shit cold turkey, I think. Frankly, I don't think any amount of porn is good necessarily. It all kind of fries your brain. There's lots of studies indicating that it's just as bad for you as like fucking heroin. But yeah, you're gonna just have to fucking stop that shit. You're just gonna have to have an iron will and testicles of steel, and you gotta stop gooning, bro. You gotta stop fucking beating off to other people having sex, because it's just not gonna fucking help you. But at least you recognize that there is in fact a problem. There are people out there who are like, oh, porn is so good for me and it's such a positive and so good for society. At least you're not one of those people. Need to know his triggers and try to avoid it. That's a good line of advice there. I guess this is kind of a problem that I'm not necessarily equipped to deal with, to be honest, because I've never had this issue. Like, because I'm a girl, right? I think it's pretty difficult for women to get addicted to porn. I'm not somebody who consumes porn at all. So I'm not really sure. I didn't know there were, like, triggers. But I guess that makes sense, right? Because it's like, you know, it's like a drug addiction. So, you know, I guess for some people, right, like, being an alcoholic, being in a group setting, being at a bar, watching other people drink, that's like a trigger, I assume. I'm not an alcoholic, I'm just speaking from seeing other people who drink a lot. A lot of people also drink a lot to cope with depression. So if you're using gooning as an outlet, which you might be considering how badly your anxiety issues are and the fact that you were sexually assaulted, that might be your unhealthy coping mechanism. And I think maybe what might help you is coming up with other things that you can do in lieu of gooning. So you have to find some sort of hobby that's more rewarding than just fucking beating off at your computer all the fucking time. I think in general also, I've never been somebody who struggles with addiction to anything. Like, I used to have a vape, right? One day I decided, oh, I probably shouldn't vape anymore, and then I just stopped. When I used to have a really bad League of Legends addiction, it was the same thing. I just like, okay, I'm not gonna play League of Legends anymore, and then I stopped. So I don't know, I think I'm built a bit different. Let's see, what does chat have to say about this? Definitely a dopamine addiction. Yeah, that's something that plagues a lot of people. Mika, why are you streaming at 4 in the morning? It's because I can't wake up. I can't wake up early anymore. It's 7:45 p.m. for me. I'm sorry for the Europeans who can't catch my streams anymore. I'll try to do sometimes that are earlier in the day, but in general, I like doing them at night because it means I can get all of my chores for the day out of the way before I stream. I think part of what gets people, especially guys, into gooning is really down to how society really emphasizes the desire to make your fantasy a reality, and what's more fantasy meets reality than sex videos, but in truth, none of it is real. It's entertainment feeding on your dopamine. Yeah, I think it's the same with, like, Instagram Reels and TikToks. It's like an escape for kind of how bad your reality is, and you'd rather escape into a fantasy.
Yes.
So I know it's probably got a fucking iron grip on your fucking testicles. Yeah, fuck. Do you addict to anything now? I'm not addicted to fucking anything, man. I guess, I don't know, it's just not in me to get addicted to things. Who's writing in Greek? I can't read that. Shit, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This is beyond my expertise. Are there any previous gooners in the chat that know how to not goon? Mika's addicted to Red Bull and fat asses. You know, cause like everybody says Adderall is addictive, right? And I used to take Adderall, but my body just randomly stopped accepting it. Like, I just reject it and I get really sick every time I take Adderall, so I can't even get addicted to that, even though it's supposed to be something that you have a difficult time stopping. I can't take Adderall anymore. Thank you, Skibbity Boof 0580 for the super chat. Here is $11.27. You're cool. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Stop jerking for a month and notice the difference. Once you see the difference, it's an eye-opener to what you can be. I'm a husk of myself when I'm jorking my shit. I'm a recovering sex addict. I need to go to patient treatment. I also did 12-step meetings. You know what? Maybe people should go to rehab for gooning. It might be worth your time, especially if you, like, have health insurance, to just, like, submit yourself for, like, a 5150. Like, admit yourself into a mental hospital and stay there for, like, 3 days where you're not gonna have access to porn. That might be, like, a good start. to just get you out of the environment where, you know, if you're at home, you probably buy your phone, you buy a laptop or a computer where porn is just right there at the touch of your fucking fingertips. So it might be a good head start to just be completely cleansed of that environment-wise, and that might give you a bit of a head start to that problem. Positive side note, I still feel that I'm not ready for dating yet, and I definitely need a lot more work on my self-confidence over other mental issues. But a brighter note, at least I've been on dating apps for a couple years now with no plan of returning anytime soon, successfully getting a job recently while making progress on getting my driver's license, so at least I've been making some steps in the right direction. That is good! If you kind of start fixing a lot of the other negative facets in your life, it's only a matter of time before other things fall into place for you, right? So just keep working on you, keep setting little goals and benchmarks for yourself so you can feel good about those things, and I think eventually you'll wield the willpower anyway to not let gooning take control of your life, because, you know, gooning is like a quick fix. Any sort of dopamine leeching activity is always good for the short term, but when you accomplish long-term goals, those feel infinitely fucking better than a quick burst of splurting your shit on your computer screen all over an anime figurine. So I think you're on the right track, and again, maybe consider going to a psych ward for 3 days. But yeah, shit. That's a tough one, and I'm not a therapist. And I know I say that not to like dismiss you. And I do recognize that finding good therapists is very difficult. Like, I think I told you guys about my fucking ChatGPT therapist. There was a girl I tried to talk to last year around the time my mom died. And I could tell that she was just like putting my questions into ChatGPT and then reading off of her phone what ChatGPT was saying. So I fucking get it, dude. But, you know, again, I'm simply not a professional. But, so, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. But I empathize with you, man, and I hope you get better.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Isaac Lopez Cordell 243 for the super chat. You need accountability. Get an app like Ever Accountable that tracks and sends web activity to a trusted friend, family, sober, and feel much better. Oh, that's a good idea. You can't be gooning if your fucking mom knows that you've got your dick in your hand up in your fucking bedroom. I didn't know that was a thing. Ever Accountable. I'm gonna Google that. Ever Accountable. Quit porn today. 95% of users report drastically reduced porn usage in just 1 month. We guarantee. Let's get you living in the light. Start your 14-day free trial. You know, normally I'm very against fucking subscriptions, but this might be, you know, this might be worth the fucking money. I don't know how much this is. This sounds like I'm shilling for this, but, you know, it looks like it's a good idea. I don't know anything about this company, but fuck it. You know, if you're willing to try anything at this point, try that. Looks like it works for some people. I need water. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty, shit. Oh. Ending up spamming your mate, yeah. Imagine you open up Pornhub and it sends your friends like fucking notifications, like Steam. That's a pretty good fucking tactic. Just cure you through embarrassment. Okay, now we have to scroll again because it's broken consistently. Every time you guys submit something, it scrolls me back up to the start, which is painful. Very, very painful. Having difficulty trying to meet people who are also looking for a relationship, possibly because few are seriously looking. Where should I go to meet people? I don't drink, so bars aren't really an option. There's cafes, there's dog parks, there's classes. Take a fucking painting class, take a fucking ceramics class, go to a pickleball group, take up karate, do kickboxing, go to the gym. People are everywhere. This planet is very densely populated by humans. Try that. I think probably, an art class is your best bet. Because a lot of women tend to do art. If you don't have a dog, you can go to steal one. You don't even have to have a dog to go to the dog park. You can just go. You can just go fucking pet the dogs. There's no rule saying that you need a dog to just go hang out with dogs in the dog park. That's my little loading screen tip for you. You don't have to have a dog to go to the dog park. You can just go and pet dogs and talk to people. Just curious why the dating advice streams recently. Those are fun. It gives me something to talk about, and it's like audience interactive instead of me just like yapping about my day. They're fun to do, and then people get also really triggered about them too. So it's more clips for me. I love clout. Clickety clickety clack clack. Mika. Thank you, Craig from Craigslist, for the super chat. Mika, you are clearly addicted to Undertale, no Sans or Papyrus for 1 month. Sorry, I can't help you. I got a goon to Pregnant Sans, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Okay? Try and take it away from me. It's like I should get one of those flags that people use for like anti-gun control. Come here and take it, but it's fucking Sans and Papyrus. Thank you, Skibe, for the super chat. Mika, I burped. Please bless me. Bless you. Bless you. Kamikaze, what is your favorite genre? My favorite genre of what? Of what? I think if you're having trouble dating, you should stop trying to date and work on other things. Well, there's a lot of people that have problems with dating, and it's a lot of greater societal issues, right? Like I talked about last stream. It has a lot to do with society favoring the individual rather than coming together with a person and having empathy and shit. But also, on the same token, trying really hard at dating also probably won't work. It's kind of like, I'm gonna bring up League of Legends again. Sorry. Your state of mind in the strategy matters, right? So, like, if you're in League of Legends, and you're jungling, and somebody steals your fucking jungle camp, and then you're, like, really pissed off, and you're like, well, I'm gonna go steal their jungle camp, but they probably are considering that you're going to do that as a revenge tact. So they have their whole team set up to fuck you in the mouth if you so much as try. They're all waiting for you in the enemy jungle if you try to steal stuff. And I think the same mentality is there if you're, like, really tilted and you're in the dating world, and your mindset can fuck you over. You have to remain respectful and tactful when you're trying to date. So that matters. Keep that in mind. As an old dude in my 40s, I will say lifetime love very rare. So with that said, instead of wasting time fearing what you're about to lose, let go and have fun and enjoy the moment. That's also, yep, that's important. But yeah, having a poor mindset can fuck you over. It can cause you to make very careless mistakes. It can cause you to get super tilted like that guy who got mad at me earlier because I told him to stop taking mirror selfies. And then people with attitudes like that tend to be very unattractive. People can tell when you have a very frustrated aura and nobody wants to date somebody like that, and that can just make things worse for you. Mika, would you date Chance Wilkins? I don't know who the fuck that is. Do I need to look up that person? Let's see. Sorry for repost, but I submitted about my sister's ex if you wanted context. It's in the Dating Cancer channel for retard. I'll check that in a sec. Hold on. Who's Chance Wilkins? Yeah! Chance Wilkins. Chance Wilkins is not a child predator? What? That was the first result. Oh, this guy looks really scary. No, I would not date this guy. This guy looks like Asmongold. but worse. Jesus Christ. No, I wouldn't date this, sorry. Not my cup of tea. Interesting question though. What was I doing? Oh, I was supposed to check general for dating is cancer. Let's see. How do I use my own fucking Discord server? Well, you gotta like tag me in it, cause there's a lot of fucking scrolling I'd have to do, so just ping me so I know which one I'm supposed to be looking at. 21 and turning 22 soon next week. If someone that is 5 years older than you interested in you, is that age gap okay? He's 27. That's not terrible. That's fine. I wouldn't date somebody in their 30s though if I were 22. That's when you start having too much of a gap in the things that you're interested in. Too much of a fucking generational gap. Thank you. Added an adventure zombie for the super chat. I use chat XXX to open conversations on dating apps. I screenshot their profiles and chat XXX does the rest. Are you saying you use AI to talk to people? Is that what that is? Is chat XXX an AI? Please don't do that. That's not gonna help you. Cause what if they really like you and they want to see you in real life, and then you have an IRL date, and then you're nothing like the chatbot? That's not a good long-term strategy, my dude. I actually just don't know what chat XXX is, but that's what I'm assuming it is, and that's what it sounds like. Thank you, Hitori Taka, for the super chat. Just Hito grew up no esteem, decided to be an asshole since they got girls. Worked, realized it was the confidence. I was just being an asshole. Being self-awareness will do a lot for you in terms of dating. Sometimes you're making mistakes and you don't want to admit that you're the one making them, and I know it's hard, but, you know, a lot of people can be their own worst enemy. Okay, holy shit, my sister's ex keeps bitching to me about her breaking up with him. It's been 3 years already. I'm about to nuke this dude from orbit. Just block him! Just block him! Why are you still talking to him? If you don't want to talk to him, block him. The fuck? It's easy. Don't talk to that motherfucker. I always think, like, if the person I'm dating is being born and at this time I still was a stupid-ass baby, it's fine. But if I was already a thinking and learning kid, it's weird. Somebody who was, like, 18 matched with me on a dating app one time. And all I could think about was how they were 8 years old when Undertale came out, and then I just unmatched them because that just made me really uncomfortable. I don't like that. That's fucked. I don't want to date a child. It's weird. There's like this other guy who was like a meme page admin on Instagram, and he was hitting on me for a little while, like last year, and he was like 10 years younger than me, and that was also just not good. I didn't like it. People who are younger than you, they're just like, they're like undercooked, they're underbaked, they're not fleshed out enough yet as humans, and making conversation with them can be difficult because it's very easy to assume the role of a parent with somebody who's so much younger than you and keeps making mistakes that you made decades ago, and it's really tempting to tell them to, like, hey, don't fucking do that, and it's just really unattractive when somebody doesn't have their shit together by virtue of just being younger. So that's why I wouldn't, like, fuck with somebody that's too much younger than me. Oh, there's more to this. Let's see. They didn't start until around November. They deleted their Facebook after the breakup, but I just didn't bother removing them from Steam and Discord until last month, since they were using it to bitch in my DMs when they started trying to blame her for Trump being president. What? So she said she'd vote for him in 2016 just cause the meme magic meme, and if contributing to the largest ped ring in history meme, which is mad funny cause they're a huge crypto broby, and would take my rent money using it to buy Bitcoin and flipping it to buy weed. yeah, just block this person. This isn't like, this isn't a complicated person. Just stop talking to him. Is never being in a relationship a red flag? It can be. It depends on how old you are, though. Like, if you're 30 and you've never been in a relationship, you need to start asking yourself why that is. If you're like 20 and you've never been in a relationship, there's nothing wrong with that. You're 20 years old, you're young. I'm 37, soon to be 38 in June, and happiness came one morning when I looked in the mirror and made peace with just being selfish asshole. Nobody decided that but me and my actions, and I just live with it, lol. Yeah, that sounds about right. Nothing wrong with having a little bit of a selfishness to you, as long as you're not hurting nobody. How on God's green earth do I get over a girl I horrendously fumbled that I still really like? I see her every day for class and I really want to talk to her, but I know she doesn't really want me at all. This shit so monkey butt AIDS. Hopefully you just don't have class with them soon. Hopefully you can, or maybe you could like fucking transfer out of that class, cause that shit's fucking tough. The only way to get over somebody like that is just being away from them forever until you feel better about the situation. So you're kind of fucked, I think. You're kind of fucked, dude. Alright. Here's one I don't think we did. We're gonna gloss over it. Hello, I don't know how to find people. I live on a literal rock in the middle of nowhere where a freaky gay autismo like myself sticks out like a sore thumb. This is the type of place where you will get heckled with slurs and fall into bathrooms for looking like I do. All the other freaks moved to the big cities, which is an overnight ferry away. I tried living in the city, but was way too autistic to handle it. There are no spaces for people with similar interests as me, and the only way I have been able to find people who match my freak is on Discord. But even the thought of flirting with somebody over Discord makes me want to squish my head between two boulders. I feel really lost without someone to wake up next to me each morning. My last relationship ended because I was too clingy and he treated me like a parasite. Bro deadass ghosted me in the same house for over 2 months, Jesus, before I had to ask him if he still even loved me. Safe to say I no longer have much interest in dating men. Okay, I'm assuming you are a gay woman then. I don't really have much success with women because I don't look very stereotypically feminine or act very ladylike. I thought lesbians don't care about that. Aren't lesbians like kind of not stereotypically feminine unless you're like a lipstick lipstick like, you know, fucking Portia de Rossi is the lipstick and Ellen DeGeneres is like the Butch. Ellen DeGeneres is the George Bush. How do I cope? Am I cooked? Are autistic women just life's punching bags? Sorry if this is incoherent. I'm very eepy. Thanks for listening. You can call me slurs now. I'm not gonna call you slurs. You have to earn being called a slur and you haven't earned one. You sound like a good lady. But, so a lot of your issues here are self-inflicted to a degree. I know you got autism, and I know autism is difficult to contend with, but if you don't want to die alone, you're gonna have to make some compromises. You might need to move back to the city, as an example, like, especially if you're financially able to do that. You're gonna have to, you know, put on your big girl pants and get back out there. If you live in a rural hellhole where people probably call you dyke and F-slur all the time, that's not gonna help your dating prospects at all if you're not surrounded people who are also gay. Yeah, it doesn't sound like there's any lesbian bars where you live, by the sounds of things. Doesn't look like you can commute very easily to the city either if you're saying it's a fucking ferry ride away. You're gonna have to put on your big girl pants, and you're gonna have to contend with your autism a little bit and fight back. And there's no nice way to put that. There aren't really any loopholes, I don't think. You're gonna have to get yourself out there, unless you want to just cope with it, which, you know, that doesn't sound very cash money either. You shouldn't have to like cope with it. You should be able to try and seek fulfillment with putting forth a good endeavor. Yeah, you're not cooked. You're gonna have to analyze how important dating is to you and whether it or not it's worth it to put yourself back out there, or you're gonna have to be okay with potentially being alone for a really, really long time, unless by some miracle there happens to be another lesbian in your city that also likes you in a city full of people where lesbians get called slurs. So, yeah, you're gonna just have to try hard. Man. I don't know what else to tell you. Thank you, Hitori Taka, for the super chat. You're not less worth alone. That idea is sold to you. That's also true. It's not so much about feeling worthless by being alone. It's just your biology. You're engineered to seek comfort in others, and I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to find somebody that you fuck with, because that's kind of just how you're built. But it's also healthy to be able to self-soothe by yourself. It's a bit of a balance. Thank you, Slacklink, for the super chat. I can't leave class because it's jazz band. Are you like a child? Are you like in fucking high school? Man, I miss jazz band. I was in jazz band in middle school. It was baller. I played the trumpet. I was so good. I was first chair. I miss the trumpet. I imagine hell is a country music bar with a bunch of drunk chubbies taking selfies and being loud. That was random. Okay. What would you recommend for bush lesbians? And I'm just picturing fucking lesbians for Bush like it's some sort of political faction. I think George Bush should run for president again. Those are some fun years. I kind of miss him. Bush, lesbians for Bush. It makes sense too, because like, you know, lesbians like Bush, like pussy, like carpet munching. Anyway, next question. Let's see. Let's do some pictures. Let's do some of those. Now we can read if there were messages left with them too, since I have the sheets open. Freaking the sheets. Let's see. Which ones have I not done yet? Let's see, I think we've looked at this one.
Oh, yes.
No, we did look at this one. Well, I'm trying to find the ones that we haven't done yet. No, I'm a music major in college, doing all 4 years. That's cool. People who do music is really fucking sick. I wish I knew a little bit more about music. I think it's a very slept-on skill. Let's see. Some of these don't want to open the link in the Google Drive because the sheet's fucked up somewhere. That's always fun. Love that. Love that for us. Alright, I got a photo. Let me know if I'm cooked. Alright. Let's download this image. I'm gonna play a little smash or pass. Not really, because that's weird and gross and parasocial. But I will have it up on screen for people to judge. And oh, it's huge. It's fucking huge. Good God. Gotta squanch it down. Squanch is a word. I think it should be a word, so I'm deciding that it's a word today. Gotta squanch it. No, I would not say you are cooked, my guy. If anything, you suffer from probably extreme levels of underconfidence if you're even asking that, because you have a really symmetrical face and nice eyes. You're one of those people who can kind of get away with not smiling in a picture. You are kind of smiling because you're smiling with your eyes like a supermodel. So I'm gonna tell you that you're retarded for thinking that. Just be more confident. You got a nice face, dude. Got nice lips, nice eyes. You look like you look like you could be doing modeling or something. You need to stop being fucking retarded. If he thinks he's cooked, we're all cooked. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Fucking out here mocking everybody in chat, you fucking retard. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. I hate people who are like really attractive and underconfident. Like, come on, man. You gotta know. You gotta know you look good. Stop being a little bitch about it. Let's see who else. Oh, I got an email from somebody who wants me to look at their profile right now. Let's take a look. I gotta log into my fucking email. Oh! What is my email? Why am I not logged in? Son of a bitch. I have to open a different browser for this shit. Scooch this over. I mean, sometimes it happens, especially if you're a little weird kid. Bullying does some shit to your psyche. Yeah, no, I understand. That's why I'm saying it from a place of I relate to it. I also used to think I was weird and unattractive, but it's not true. You just gotta fucking learn. You gotta be honest with yourself and not listen to other people. It's a PDF. Why'd you send me a PDF? Why did you PDF me your picture? God damn it. I need. Oh, god damn it. I don't think I can add this because it's a fucking PDF. How do I save this as a PNG? God, it opened Adobe Acrobat. How dare you? Let's see. How can I... God. Let's see. Maybe we'll open the screen for this one specifically. You fucking... Let me... Oh, okay, I can't. It's being... God. Send me the email again. Don't send me a PDF. Send me like different PNGs of this. Because this is a pain in the ass to deal with. In the meantime, I will look at somebody else. What is this music? It's Unit X1. Unit X01 Panda on SoundCloud, I think. It's my friend. He's here. He made the lo-fi for us. Everybody give him a round of applause! Let's see. Go back to the fucker. Let's look at somebody else's face. Let's see. We did that guy. Is this gay? Let's see. It's a good question. Let's open this one. Alright. Okay. Let's put this up on screen. Oh, it's really small. No. This is not gay, but you look like the brother from Napoleon Dynamite. With the do-rag. This guy fucks, he absolutely does.
Yes.
My only issue is you've got your fucking eyes covered with the sunglasses, so I can't tell what your eyes look like. Those are really important. You can be goofy as you want, just make sure people can see your eyeballs. He's Leon the unprofessional. Do-rag's clean as hell too. Thank you, Craig from Craigslist for the super chat. Hey Mika, you used to work for Marvel. Why does the Blade movie keep getting pushed back? Why does Marvel hate cool dudes with sunglasses? I don't know. I hated working there. I wasn't, like, really invested in the release schedule. I just worked on, like, a fucking TV show that nobody watched. So I couldn't tell you. But I will tell you that it's probably bad. Because Marvel isn't good anymore and hasn't been good in a long fucking time. So maybe curb your enthusiasm a little bit for the Marvel schlop. Let's minimize this. Minimize. Thank you, Nickel Tilt, for this super chat. Once I learned my self-worth is based on how high I hold myself and not how others perceive me, I stopped worrying about romantic relationships altogether. Working out and eating better helped me too. Yeah, working out and eating better, even if you don't yield some delicious pussy, it's never, like, bad. It's always a net positive no matter what you end up doing with it. And, yeah, your self-worth is just that. It's self-worth, not other people's worth. Alright, this guy sent me pictures properly. So let's open these. What was your question? Are you asking if you're, like, cooked? I don't know what you're asking, but this is a good photo.
Yes.
You're smiling. That's always a positive. It looks like you're like a dentist or something, or like a doctor. Bitches love doctors, so you've got that going for you. I specifically hate doctors because of some past trauma, but other people like doctors because it implies that you have, like, money to take them out on dates. Some sort of scientist, some sort of fucking dentist, so that's a good tactic. Let's see, let's look at your other pictures. This is actually, maybe we can do like a side-by-side comparison, actually. So let's download this one. We'll put this to the final test since people don't like it when I talk about stuff like this. So we'll put this one here. And then we'll put this one, this other photo of you smiling. So download this. Alright, so we got a nice warm smile. And you got this one where you're in the bathroom or something, and you look like you're going to kill somebody. See? Which one's better, chat? Which one's better?
Oh, yes.
Is it the one where he looks nice and inviting, and he looks like he's having a good time? Or is it the one where he's, like, mean-mugging the camera, and is unsure about the picture currently being taken of himself? You've got nice hair in both photos, so I'll give you that. But here's you know, it's a very obvious winner here. The photo where you are fucking smiling and you look like you want to be there, that's way more attractive. Left looks 10 times better, yeah. He looks nice either way, yeah, of course. You know, if you've got a nice face, you've got a nice face. But you can always make your face look better if you're fucking smiling with it. So there you go. Smile in your fucking pictures. This is a direct comparison of smiling versus not smiling. Yeah! Easy peasy. That's why smiling is important. So, you guys need to stop debating me on that. It's very weird that you guys get mad when I tell you to smile. It's a really bizarre thing to be angry about when I'm telling you. It's like asking your homie if you can cheat off of his math test, and then the homie says yes, and then you get mad at the homie for letting you cheat off of his fucking math test. Don't fucking do that. God damn. Don't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger, man. Oh, thank you, Bishop. Thank you for all the gifted subs, dude. What if my smile is fucking ugly? What if it fucking isn't? It probably isn't. That's probably just you being in your own head. I used to think my smile was ugly too. Your smile is not ugly, okay? Even if you have fucked teeth. Like, look at my teeth. Look how fucking crooked they are. Me smiling is still infinitely better than me just, like, trying to look all fucking cool and mysterious for the dating app. Don't fucking do that. Alright, let's go back to questions.
Oh, yes.
I cheated off the nerd chick in history once and we both fucking failed. Haha. Haha. Sucks to be you. Should've studied. And that is to say, you know, take everything I'm telling you guys with a grain of salt. I'm not like a fucking dating guru. I'm just a bitch with an internet connection, okay? I'm just telling you my opinion. Don't get mad at people for having opinions. Let's see. Let's go back down. Oh, here's one. Here's a funny one. Here's my favorite kind of dating. Hi, Mika. I'm looking for some advice for dealing with distance when dating someone. Long story short, recently started the early stages of dating this girl who lives in a time zone 17 hours ahead of where I'm currently living. Things have been going well so far, but I do have concerns with how the gap in time will affect our communication. Any advice for how to establish healthy yet flexible ways of communication between us? Thanks in advance. Love your content. Right, so I've been in many a long-distance relationship. I'll try to curb my doomer opinions about them, and I'll tell you what does and doesn't work. So first of all, you have to have a long-term plan, right? You can't just perpetually be 17 hours behind this person, forever away from them geographically. You need to set up a time and date in which you guys will meet in person, especially if you haven't already. If you're just going at this raw, having never met them, and insisting upon a long-distance relationship, that's a bad fucking idea, because people tend to be very different from who they appear to be online. They could be catfishing your ass, they could be a fucking serial killer, they could be hiding a drug problem, and you have no fucking idea about any of that shit, and you'll get fucking romantically invested in this person, and you won't know. You won't know what's going on with them. So, if you haven't met this person yet, I wouldn't call it a relationship until you meet in person. If you have met this person, and you guys hit it off, then you need to set up a time in which you meet again, and then you need to arrange for a way in which you will eventually live in the same kind of general area, or it's not gonna fucking work. You're gonna be in limbo forever, and it's gonna be painful and sad. If you've done all that, right, communication is very fucking important. Normally, I'd say in a relationship, people can be kind of clingy, the way they have perpetual access to you at all times via the internet, via text messaging. So if it was just like a relationship with somebody that you already know and you live in the same area, you don't have to fucking reply to their shit every hour of the day. But when you're in a long-distance relationship and you're in different fucking time zones, it's very important, because that's your only form of coming together and doing anything that's close to mirroring any sort of real relationship. So you need to be on texting their ass, they need to be on texting you. You guys need to do fucking online activities together. You need to fucking set up an Animal Crossing island or something together. What's the new game that's like fucking Animal Crossing, but it's Pokemon? Maybe play that together. I don't know if it has like online capabilities, but shit like that. You need to be fucking gaming, do some League of Legends, some fucking Fortnite together. That kind of stuff. You need to find a way in which you are interacting regularly, because otherwise it's not a fucking relationship. You just have like a weird pen pal that you send nudes to sometimes, and that's not like healthy. And make sure you guys are on the same fucking page about that shit. Make sure you guys both know how important communication is in long distance relationships, because otherwise, communication is all you fucking have. The only thing you have is interacting with this person via your fucking phone or computer screen. So that's really fucking important. That's what failed my last long distance relationship. This motherfucker would leave me on red. One time I wanted to play League of Legends with him, and I queued up, and then he's like, okay, well, our friend Paris is also wants to play, and I'm like, hey, well, can we not play with Paris, actually? Because this is kind of like me and you time, right? Because you never want to talk to me on the fucking phone. You don't answer the phone when I call you, so the least you can do is voice chat, just me and you, on Discord while we do a little bit of League of Legends. So he's like, okay, you don't have to play with Paris. So I'm like, okay, great. So I queued up, and then I see him queue up, except he's not queuing up with me, he's queuing up with Paris! And then he was confused about why I was mad about that. He got really fucking confused that, like, I was upset that instead of listening to me and having boyfriend-girlfriend time, he would rather play League of Legends with his annoying friend. So shit like that can really sour things in a long-distance relationship. It doesn't take much to dissolve those. That's why I would prefer people didn't fucking do them, because it takes very strong, mature people who are good at communication to get them to work. That's my little fucking rant on them. Paris was just higher rank. No, he wasn't, actually. I was the highest rank between both of them, motherfuckers. God fucking damn it. Don't be talking to bitches on Fortnite. Hey, don't knock talking to bitches on Fortnite till you try it. Okay, you never know. Thank you, Hitoritaka, for the super chat. If you haven't met, you're not dating them 100%. You're partially dating your projection at best. Be careful, that's parasocial too. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. It's not a real relationship until you've met each other in person, okay? You gotta arrange to fucking meet each other. You never know who's on the fucking opposite end of that computer. You could be dating, like, some weird old man, not like the cute anime profile picture girl, okay? He didn't like that you were better than him at League. He really didn't. I got to gold before he ever did, and he played League of Legends for a lot longer than me, and he never got to gold. Little bitch! Oh, hi Ron, how you doing? Unironically met my GF on Overwatch. Yeah, you know what? I think of, like, all the ways of meeting people online. Meeting people through video games definitely isn't worst. It's better than a dating app. It's better than Discord. Yeah. Couples who game together, stay together, or whatever the fuck. I need a snack. I'll be right back. I need to, like, fucking get up and stretch. These streams involve a lot of talking and using my brain, so I need to, like, get a little juice. My blood sugar's getting kind of low. I'll be right back. Juice! Oh, don't ever come to my house and drink my juice. I just drink directly out of the bottle. Like a little goblin. It's It's my juice. I'll put herpes in it if I want to. Ah! Nah! Ah! You ever be so thirsty that you feel like the juice goes directly into your brain and it cools you off? Feels good.
Oh, yeah.
Lizzo loves to blame it on the juice. I got some snacks too. You guys could go. You should go to Trader Joe's and get these bad boys. These guys fuck so hard. Don't come to my house and drink my juice because I keep my urine samples in the juice bottles. I'm eating grapes right now like a god. Cool. I want some grapes. I never buy fruit anymore because I just have a big ass orange tree in my backyard. And that's all the fruit I'll ever need. And the only fruit I eat is just oranges now. Wow, grape! When I will grow up, I will become an army and save Pakistan and destroy India. Wow, army grape! Alright, let's go back down. Because we keep getting scrolled back up. Let's see. Let's see. I think this one. I could do that one. Did we do this one? I don't think we did this one. Okay. Hello, Mika. I am 23. I need advice for meeting people. I'm 6 months out of a 4-year relationship that ended pretty bad, so I've been kind of in a slump and shutting the world out since then. That's not terrible. You do need time to recover from a relationship that was that long, so I wouldn't say that's a slump. That's just, you know, you doing the healthy thing and taking care of yourself. Mika, Pakistan or India? Oh, do I have to like pick one? That's a good question. I think India has like a cooler mythology, so I think I'd go with India.
Oh, yes.
They have like weird gods with like billions of arms and shit. I think that's cool. Oh, I missed some super chats. Hold on. Thank you, Brixton. My MTLY relationship with my current long-distance relationship is a pretty quiet one. We both prefer being alone and on our own shit. We can go days without calls. Yeah, I mean, if you're that kind of person and you meet another person who's like that, more power to you. Just don't be that kind of person with somebody who needs more of your time, because that won't work out for either of you. That'll just be unpleasant for everybody involved. Oh, hi Craig from Craigslist. Thank you for the super chat. Hello, fellow American. You have a virus on your PC. We'll send you email to fix PC. In return, please send 200 iTunes gift card. India, greater than Pakistan. Yeah, I agree. India has cooler people, cooler mythos. They have like Buddha and shit. I don't know. I actually don't know what happens in Pakistan. Thank you, Skibe, for the super chat. Mika, you should do Screamo. I wish I could. I should take voice lessons. That's something I always say I'm gonna do, but then I never like invest the time into actually doing it because I've lost control of my life. Someday I'll do it. In Pakistan, they have McDonald's. Do they not have Do they not have McDonald's in India? I can teach you to fry scream if you want. I'd love that. Let's not get between Pakistan and India right now. They are kind of in something like a war. Haven't they always been in a war? Isn't it like kind of Israel and Muslims? Like isn't it kind of like that? Like they've always been like that? They've always been fucking pissed off at each other. India Mickey D's just doesn't serve burgers. That's true, because they like cows a lot or something. India worships cows. They don't eat them. Cows are pretty cool. Alright, anyway, back to this question. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm on dating apps and I don't really have much of an issue with matches or meeting people, but I found a lot of people on there really two-dimensional or vain. That's why I told you guys not to fucking use them. Yeah. I don't know if it's like an algorithmic thing where the app force feeds you the most two-dimensional people that sign up so that you'll just be scrolling endlessly. Because I swear on dating apps it didn't always used to be like this. It's just like so fucking bad now. Like the difference even between like 3 years ago when I started using dating apps again and like today is staggering. It just gets worse every year somehow. And I think that's intentional. Because, you know, they don't profit if you actually meet somebody off the app. Is the solution just thugging it out, or would I have better luck going outside and joining clubs or something? You know what the answer is, man. Come on. I don't like going out to social events really, or concerts or bars, and most of my friends are older, so I've found most times they try to set me up to meet someone I'm too young. I've supported myself since I was 17, and I find it somewhat difficult to connect to people in my age group because they are freshly out of college and just figuring things out themselves. I live in Los Angeles, so a lot of people are USC, UCLA, Nepo kids with skewed worldviews. Yikes! I have no issue with being single right now, but also wouldn't mind finding a life partner. TLDR, I don't know if it's just too early for me or if I need to try harder. It's both. So you're 23, so you're not like hurting to find your partner, right? You're still really fucking young. Even if you're mature for your age, you still probably have a lot of your life to figure out, because that's just your brain not being fully functional yet as a matter of your biology. I empathize with the living in fucking Los Angeles problem. That's also my problem. And if it's not UCLA, Nepo babies, it's just generally people with really annoying worldviews and very strong political beliefs, and it's very difficult to talk to those people because you can't disagree with them even a little bit most of the time. Nobody likes you when you're 23. There's also that. But that's all. I don't know. I don't know if that's completely true. But it is a bit of an awkward age for dating, probably. You do have to try. You have to go out. You have to go fucking hang out with people in real life. You have to go to concerts. You have to go to fucking coffee shops. You gotta fucking pick up a hobby that involves you being outside where people are, because you're never going to find anybody on a dating app. I can tell you that much right now. There's like a 1 in a million chance. I probably know... Let's see, who do I know that dating apps worked out for them? There's a Pakistan versus India poll. I just noticed that. What was I saying? Yeah, I know one couple that met on Tinder, but that was like 5 years ago, before dating apps became completely algorithmically cooked. Because the whole dating app thing, it coincides with all the big tech layoffs, right? The way Tinder worked before is they borrowed all this money from investment companies. So for a while, Tinder could just kind of do whatever they wanted to fucking do. And the app used to be useful. And then all of these layoffs happened, all of these investors wanted their money back because the interest rates went up. So Tinder had to pay up, so they had to start putting more ads on their shit. They had to start finding ways to get people to look at their ads more. And nothing keeps you on the app looking at ads more than making it almost impossible to fucking find somebody on those apps. So they're all algorithmically cooked and designed to work against you at this point. So that's why I don't recommend dating apps. You're saying I can't be an internet princess forever and just have people like me. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. My friend got married last October from Hinge after dating 1.5 years. He lives in Oregon where nothing happens. I had to fly up there and man, nothing there. Well, that's very rare. Good for him, but that's not the norm. That's a very strong statistical anomaly. So it's a cool story. It's a banging sermon, my man, but nothing to get your hopes up about in general. Don't forget holding matches behind paywalls. Oh yeah, there's also, oh, do you know what they fucking do? They actually, for like the premium Tinder, for like the subscription, they charge you more if you're above the age of 30 because they know you're more desperate to find somebody. I noticed that when you set yourself over the age of 20 or over the age of 30, it's like something like $20 a month, and when you're under 30, it's like fucking $10 a month. It's fucking crazy. They're extremely evil with it. So yeah, don't put all of your eggs in that basket because it's just another corporate ploy to keep you alone forever, and it's probably not going to work out for you. And then I think apps like Hinge, they like paywall your ability to like people. You can't like as many people. You only get a certain amount of likes per day, and you can pay for more of them. Did the long distance one. Okay, I don't think we've done this one. More so looking for advice. Last year, my 10-year relationship ended abruptly. I'm finally okay enough to start dating. Tried Hinge when I wasn't ready, and I panicked to leave my account when people actually wanted to meet. I'm 33 and never asked a woman out. I'm a cop/nurse, so I can talk to people no problem and don't think I'm ugly. Just feel weird doing this whole thing. How bad are the attached photos in my old Hinge? Oh man, I gotta fucking rifle through the fucking sheet to find this guy. Son of a bitch. Hold on, let's see. What's the hotkey for finding words? What is that? What is that? What was that? Control what? Control F. Let's look for a keyword. Is it just not gonna show up? Oh wait, no, hold on. Gets mad if there are multiple photos in Google Sheets, so we just space them out. Sorry your 10-year-long relationship ended abruptly. That's kinda gay. Happens though. Happened to me. It wasn't 10 years, it was 5 years, but you know, it still sucks. It's like a big chunk of your life just thrown away on one person who wants to be a little bastard. We're gonna have to put all of these up on screen. One second, my dudes. Love when the YouTube chat suddenly doesn't work. That's always fun. Alrighty. I think I'll put this on the sharing screen side. Otherwise, this is a big pain in the butt. Because there's so many photos. Alright, y'all motherfuckers can see this. Yay. Dating me is like writing our own story while somehow ending up in side quests that feel like someone else's main plot. That's a cute thing to say. Looking for a long-term relationship, looking for monogamy, that's always good. This is a cool picture. Looks like you look like a fucking priest healer in a video game that's about to beat somebody in the fucking mouth. with the Bible. It's a parkour video. That's cool. Demonstrate that you're a cool parkour type dude. Yeah, so nothing like stands out in terms of like you doing tricks. You got a nice photo with you smiling. You know what you want. You've got like some cool nature photos. You got allegedly a parkour video, which is sick. Yeah, you got like a lot of dynamic range here for a dating profile. So yeah, you've got a good profile. The problem is Hinge is not gonna work. Hinge sucks. They all suck. That's the issue. You're gonna have to not allow yourself to be dependent on dating apps because they're just fucking bad. Just fucking bad. Oh, I'm too far away from the mic. Can you hear me now? Music was too loud. Oh, that's my bad. Let me turn that shit down. I don't even know what I said. Oh yeah, I said like nothing sticks out in terms of like a bad dating app profile. Oh, the cat. It's just, it's not gonna work. It's just, don't be heavily reliant on dating apps. Don't like expect anything good to happen from them because they're just kind of bad. You're probably just gonna get frustrated and you're gonna end up deleting it anyway. So at the very least, because that's like part of their whole business strategy, right? Is to frustrate you beyond comprehension to the point where you think, oh, well, if I simply pay money, if I simply agree to contend with the paywall here, then that's where all my matches will be. That's not fucking true. So yeah, your dating app profile is fine. It's just don't rely on it too much. You're gonna have to learn to ask out girls. I know it's scary, but you did say that you're a cop and a nurse, so it's not gonna be that scary if you're used to talking to people. You're just gonna have to nut up and go for it. Match Group owns the majority of major dating apps. It's literally a grand conspiracy based out of Dallas, Texas, and other over dating apps. Yeah, I think they also hire people who they do like there's like a CEO of some gambling apps that's in charge of a lot of dating apps right now too, because it's all the same shit. You're just gambling with your dopamine and your time, not necessarily money, and they're doing everything they can to get you to just fucking spend money on that shit, and they don't actually care about you getting set up with somebody. Dating apps just aren't the same as they used to fucking be like 10 years ago, because it's all about money now. The fuck part is that dating app is way too much superficial for a fuck buddy. Yeah, okay, but for something deep, it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's not supposed to be for something deep. It's a shitty gambling app that's built to either get you some quick pussy or to get you to spend money on it. It's not good for anything long term and meaningful. Thank you for the super chat, Sleepy Tortilla. Yep, I'm not a fan of the apps. I'll touch grass like you said. There you go, good lad. Glad you guys are listening. You know, it's fine to have, I don't know, as like a security blanket kind of, but again, don't expect these things to work for you. Just you're better suited to just putting yourself out there. All right, next. What do I do if I'm not confident enough to approach a girl if they're in a group, but I feel creepy if I approach them if they're alone? Good question. Maybe also be in a group of like men together. You guys ever see that one David Attenborough special on like birds of paradise and all the weird shit that they have to do in order to get laid? There's like this one species of bird where they have to get like it's like a fucking barbershop quartet of birds, and they all wingman one bird so he can get laid, and they have like they have a fucking synchronized dance that they all do just to make the one bird look good so he can get some clunge, so he can get some delicious bird cloaca. So, go out with your friends if you feel creepy, or if you feel creepy approaching a girl alone, or too scared to approach a girl in a group. Maybe your group can merge and y'all can, you know, take turns getting to know the women in that group. Or, you know, make friends with women, and then they invite you out to go with them places, and you're a part of the group inherently. That's also an option. Learn to dance, gotcha. Well, it can't help. I mean, it can't hurt. Actually, I did go on a date with a guy who was like this skinny, white, 40-year-old break dancer. It was really cringe. He lied about his age. I think I talked about this before. He lied about his age. He lied about his height. Lied about everything, basically. And then we went on a date in a dark, botanical garden with no lights. And I was lucky that I brought Boris with me, because I probably might have gotten assaulted if I fucking didn't. It was a very, very weird, bad date. Yeah, but overall, dancing is probably a positive. Just don't be weird and cringe about it. Here we see the wild Mika addressing the autists of the local ecosystem, providing insight to mate. Thank you, Siggy Grips, for the sub. 5-month strength. Fuck yeah! Thank you! 1488. Thank you. Thanks, I guess. Thank you for the Hitler dog whistle. I really appreciate it. That's really cool of you. I was on a first date once, and the girl started being racist about black people sitting near us. Kind of cringe. Jesus fucking Christ. I know there's a bunch of people in chat right now that would spam the Lego Batman gif about that. One man's trash is another man's treasure, I suppose. Alright. I have problems finding someone I'm actually attracted to, and whether I date someone, I fall out of love early because I know I don't see a future with them simply because I know I'm not truly attracted to them, even though I fall in love with their personality quick. What the fuck? I don't think you know what you want. I don't think you're very much in touch with your deeper self. So that's more of a you problem. You're gonna have to figure out why you get bored of people so quickly. You're gonna have to dig deep for that one. That's not something I can answer for you. I just want the attention. Relationships are hard. Well, don't do relationships for attention. You can get attention in any multitude of ways without like wasting somebody else's time. I've been the victim of that quite a few times, and it really sucks for the person who is going into the relationship and they authentically like you, and you're just doing it because you like when somebody fawns over you and you don't actually like them back. Don't do that. That's like mean and evil. Yeah. Don't be mean to people that are putting their best foot forward with you. I've had one of the worst first date experiences. A friend set me up with this girl and liked me, and by the end of the night she got too high. She literally took 2 to 3 hits of trees and had a panic attack and left. She was my ride home and left me stranded 3 hours from my house at 1 in the morning when I was 15. Jesus fucking Christ. That's it's a pretty bad freaking first date. Fuck. Women seem to respond well if you approach them even while they're in a group. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Because, I don't have a lot of female friends. All my female friends are online. The only girl I know in real life... Well, no, I guess there's a couple girls I know in real life. But they all live really far away. And the only girl I know that lives close to me is Barb. I should hang out with Barb more. I was supposed to hang out with her last week, but I had too much shit to do. Fuck. But I don't know, maybe that's true. I've never experienced it personally. I have no idea. Let's see. I was married for 10 years, and my ex got our friends in the divorce. Do I actually have to make a dating app profile just to meet people today? No! I've said that several times. I mean, obviously you guys wouldn't spend anything, don't really know how I'm gonna respond, but yeah, no, you don't need to do a dating app. Just go outside and make new friends. I know it's hard as an adult, but you gotta try, right? A lot of you seem to be victim of not trying to make friends out there. It can happen. Like I've made friends as an adult at the dog park. I've made friends through my YouTube channel. There's any multitude of ways that you can find people that you have something in common with. It sucks that you lost your friends in the divorce, though. You'd think at least one of those motherfuckers would take your side, but I guess not. Shit happens, though, I guess. I feel for you, but it's not impossible to make friends. You just gotta try. Thank you, Admiral Biatch 2 for the sub! I'm accidentally a Trump supporter and my friends left me. Any advice? Do they leave you because of your political opinions? Because that sucks and they're just not, like, good friends then. No matter how you feel about certain politicians, it shouldn't get in the way of, like, friendships. And hey, maybe you didn't know that Trump was a pedophile. It happens to the best of us. But, people shouldn't, like, ruin friendships because you disagree with them politically. That's fucking retarded. So it's probably the best thing that could happen reasonably, because they're not a true friend if they're not willing to, you know, hang out with you if you just disagree with them on politics. I think that's really fucking stupid and shallow. Feel bro, I lost so many friends in my recent breakup who were all my friends first, and I genuinely didn't even do anything horrible. She cheated on me. Oh, that's fucked. That's fucked. Fuck all those people then if they're taking her side. I'm sorry. It's really fucking gay. My dad was a Trump supporter. I don't hate him. We just don't agree. Yeah, my dad also voted for Trump. So it's like, I'm not gonna disown my fucking dad just because I'm not, like, a Trump person. That's fucking retarded. I love my dad. I don't care if he disagrees with me politically. I mean, I agree with a lot of things my dad says. It's just like, I don't know, I'm not gonna, like, vote for a pedophile. You know, slim pickings out there in terms of presidential candidates, let's be real. But yeah. My brother is an unhinged conspiracy theorist. Anyone want to date him? Hey, he's single, ladies. He's out there. Moloch or Ball for 4 years. Yeah, those are our fucking options. Do you want the blue pedophile or do you want the red pedophile? Pick one. Pick one. Come on. One of them is better than the other. Pick one. Pick which color pedophile you want. Yum 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 yum. That's why it's so stupid to, like, end friendships because you don't believe somebody, if you don't agree with somebody's political beliefs. It's really retarded. Politicians are just out there and they're engineered to divide you on purpose, and you're just letting them win when you do that. Let's see. Did I do this one? 17. I think we did that one. Yeah, no, we did this one. Okay, never mind. Did that one. Okay, I don't think we've done this one. Hello, Miss Shortbus. Do you have any advice for a girl who has had a hard time feeling comfortable in relationships? I will really like someone before dating, but as soon as they reciprocate, I feel like I need to escape immediately. None of the guys I've dated have been evil or anything, so it just must be a me problem. I want to be with someone, but I don't want to waste people's time or hurt their feelings. I used to have this problem. I used to get, like... But this was more like when I was a kid. So, I was in 6th grade. And this was my first instance of a guy giving me the Lego Batman eyes when he spoke to me. And I wasn't old enough to really consider dating. I was like fucking 11, right? I never really understood kids that started, like, having feelings for each other that early. But one of these guys asked me out. And I got, like, scared. It was the scariest scariest fucking thing that ever happened to me up until that point. Like, I like actually ran away and fucking cried because I got really fucking overstimulated, right? This is part of my undiagnosed autism story because I just got like really overwhelmed and terrified as soon as he asked me out on a date. But yeah, you just have to not fucking do that. It takes practice. A lot of it has to do with, I think as an adult, you don't want to be vulnerable for someone, right? Because they can very easily, they could do the fucking very ancient 2008 card crusher meme. They can take your photos and just do this shit. They just fucking crush that shit. You won't know that meme unless you're really old like I am. But, you have to work on allowing that shit to happen, or, you're just gonna forever be uncomfortable. You have to run towards the things that scare you, and that's not a fun and sexy answer, but it's the truth. You just have to do it. There's nothing, there's no, like, training wheels you can really put on this. You just, next time you have mutual feelings, and you get into a relationship with somebody, you can't fucking sit there and self-sabotage. You have to find a way to communicate probably with your partner the way that you feel, and you have to calm yourself down, and you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable with this person without running away like a little bitch, okay? You just gotta try harder. Does anybody know Card Crusher? Only me? Just me? God, that was an old one. I used to do that all the time in high school to my friends during passing period. We would just like go up to each other and do this. We just do this shit. I do, but I'm also old. You were also one of the friends that I did that to in high school. Of course you remember, you motherfucker. God damn it. Oh, those were the days. I miss high school. I don't really miss high school. I just miss being a kid. Not having so much fucking shit to worry about. Oh, man. Alright, next. Oh, we got another submission, so I got scrolled back up. Gonna scroll down. High school was hell, fuck that noise. I mean, it was, but it's also just nice being a child. It sucks that you spend cumulatively so little of your life being a kid. It really just blows over fast compared to how long and arduous your adult life is. It's kinda gay. It's mad fucking gay. Oh, hello. Thank you for the super chat, Black Cat Girl 8819. Any advice for a soon-to-be 32-year-old woman with social anxiety who's never dated? I think my disorganized attachment style, emotional sensitivity, and possible autism hinder me. I cry easily too. I'm gonna tell you what I just told the other person. You gotta nut up, you gotta put on your big girl pants, and you gotta put yourself out there. Autism be damned. You're like, fucking, I'm autistic too. I try not to let it get in the way. You have to remember, that the world was not built for the neurodivergent, and most people aren't going to accommodate the way that your brain works, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way that things are. You have to be self-aware, you have to realize what triggers you, and you have to be able to calm yourself down when you're getting overstimulated. And it takes a lot of personal work, but if you never put any effort into that at all, you're never going to get the things that you want. So you gotta be big. You gotta be a big kid about it. It's not the fun, sexy answer, but it's the truth. Oh, I got scrolled up again because we got another submission. Son of a bitch. I wish it would stop doing it. Maybe I should pause submissions when I'm actually streaming. But I know a lot of submissions come when I'm streaming.
Yes.
It's a bit of a, we're at a bit of a crossroads here. Thank you, D. 144 for the super chat. Animal shelters are a great place to build up confidence for going out into public. I have several friends that started there and then started actually going out and meeting people. 2 are married now. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, volunteer at an animal shelter. That's like 2 good things in one. You learn how to talk to people and you get to hang out with 6 sad animals all day and you make the animals feel better and more accommodated. Yeah, that's a good fucking idea. Thank you, Queef Storm, for the super chat. Hi Mika, I'm a practicing dietitian. I've successfully treated PCOS and endometriosis using keto and carnivore diets. I hope I'm not overstepping, but have you ever considered a low or 0 carb diet? I did keto when I was like really anorexic. Would I bother to do keto for something that kind of only fucks me up once a month? I don't know. It's a good question. I suppose I don't really have much to lose by trying. I guess the issue with keto is I hate cooking, and getting like a decent keto diet involves a lot of like being in the kitchen and making stuff. I'm more of like a run to fucking Trader Joe's and get snacks and just eat snacks all the time kind of guy. I guess there are keto snacks though. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't be too adverse to attempting. I guess my issue is Red Bull tends to not be keto. But also, limiting the amount of sugar in your body is never a bad idea. I guess I'd give it a shot. Do you want to like use me as a lab rat or something? Is that what you're getting at? I guess I could be a lab rat. But I guess, I don't know. It depends on what other things I have going on in my life. If, like, zeroing in on my diet is something that's worth the additional stress when I have all this fucking editing and shit to do. Maybe. I'll think about it. I'm on the Asmongold diet. Lost 21 pounds. Remember the 3 ones. 1 steak, 1 potato at 1 a.m. daily. That'll fucking do it, yeah. Yeah. Let's do a few more of these. I'm running out of steam. Some of these hurt my brain. How do I know if I'm ready to be in a relationship with someone if we've been dating for some time? I get nervous thinking about it, and I always have the thought in the back of my mind that it'll go wrong or that I wouldn't be good enough for someone. This is something that really peeves me about modern dating. That, like, you're, like, kinda together, but you're not officially. And a lot of people tend to use that to take advantage of each other, or they use it to, like, hide behind the fact that they're, to use TikTok relationship terminology, avoidant. And, it's a big pain in the fucking ass. Next time I go on some dates with somebody and I like them, I'm just not gonna fucking deal with that shit anymore. I'm just gonna be like, hey, you're my boyfriend now, and I don't care about your opinion on the subject. We are a thing. And you're either you can deal with it now or you can fuck off. Because I hate playing that game with people. To answer your question, stop it. Stop being an anxious little freak. Stop reading into a future that potentially doesn't exist. Go with the flow, and don't be a dweeb about it. Just be more confident in yourself. If you're dating for somebody for a while, and they haven't gotten tired of you yet, they probably wouldn't mind being official, being like an actual exclusive item. So you need to work on that confidence there, son. We aren't exclusive, so or yeah, I hate when people do that. They just use it as a way to like get as much pussy as possible at the same time without committing to one person. It's a big fucking pain in the ass. Dating is so fucking cooked. For that reason specifically, because the word situationship has entered the dictionary, and now it's a thing that people do on purpose.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Hitori Taka, for the super chat. You mean you don't like talking? You mean like the talking stage? Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I don't like all of this weird terminology that we've suddenly assigned to dating. Like, it's like this fucking huge, complicated thing when it should just be like, oh, I like you and you like me and we like spending time to each other. Let's be exclusive so the other person doesn't accidentally give another person AIDS for being a whore. It really doesn't need to be more complicated than that. It's real easy if you guys just set your expectations outright instead of wasting each other's time. Hate that shit. It's fucking gay. Thank you, Queef Deliverance, for the tip. Queef Storm, bro, we need to talk. We need to link up, lad. Yeah, we need to have 2 Queefs in the chat together, united, as Queef sisters, like this. Like, doing this and queefing while holding pinkies. Would be super cute. Yum. Shame needs to come back a little bit. Yeah, we need to shame people for being little whores. People just suck at committing these days. It's too hard. Yeah, everything's too fucking hard because everything's about dopamine now. It's all about, what can I get now? I don't want to have to work at anything. I don't want to have to put effort into a relationship. I just want the pussy now. Give me the pussy now. Give me the pussy now. Ah! I hate that shit. Fuck off if you're like that. Let's see. I think we did that one. They say just be yourself. Are there limits to that? I find being normal so irritating, so I can't help it, and it seems to scare away women before we even know each other. A little autistic, obsessed with stupid internet memes and YouTube poops. Yeah, no, you have to be yourself. The limit is don't be a pedophile. Don't be that. Don't be like a bad person ontologically. Don't be evil. Don't be into kids. Don't be into like yiffing. Those are the limits in terms of being yourself. Don't be like a criminal. Don't be like a drug cartel leader. That kind of thing. But yeah, you're allowed to like YouTube poops and internet jokes. And if you find somebody that's not into that and like condemns you for liking that kind of stuff, you're just gonna be miserable in the long term. You do need to find somebody that you have some things in common with, or they at least tolerate your specific brand of weird and goofy, or it's not gonna work. Let's see. Hi, I've been getting on dating apps, but I'm honestly not sure I can get anything out of them, as the 2 relationships I've been in were friends to lovers kind of thing, and I'm not sure I can form any kind of romantic connection right out the gate. Yep, you already know the answer to this. Also, I have had some mental health issues in the past that I have been working through, but I haven't gotten close to anyone in a very long time, and I think I've genuinely lost the ability to gauge when I'm sharing that kind of stuff would be oversharing. And before I talk to women more, I do actually mostly hang out with women, as being around men makes me uncomfortable. I'm sure I need therapy to work on that stuff out, and I just kind of get along with women more. I'm not really sure what your question is. Are you talking about, do you know if you're oversharing or not? Kind of just depends on the content that you're oversharing. Like if you're like trauma dumping on somebody all the time, that might be a bit of an overshare. If you're telling people what kind of porn you'd get off to, that's an overshare. And then a lot of people, some people will define oversharing as like talking about yourself at all, and if you run into people like that, you need to run because they're a pain in the ass to deal with. I guess it just depends on the content, really. I think you should kind of know like what an overshare is, and it's just maybe it's stuff that you wouldn't maybe tell your parents necessarily. Maybe start from there. Stuff, I don't fucking know. Just like don't tell people what kind of porn you're into. Maybe, I don't know. You're gonna have to be, I guess you'd have to be more specific with me specifically. Like if you gave me an example of what you think might be an overshare, I could probably tell you. But yeah, you don't need dating apps. I'll say that till I'm blue in the fucking face, I guess, because a lot of people seem to be confused about that subject matter. You don't need them. Hi Kami, I need advice. I'm going on a date tomorrow with this chick I've been talking to for some time now. We haven't kissed and I'm really nervous. How do I go about asking her if she wants to go to local park with unsalted peanuts and hard-boiled eggs to feed the crows? That's really specific, but kind of cute. Just ask her. That's it. So you can be like, hey bitch, you wanna go to the park with me? I got like some peanuts and we can like feed the birds and stuff. It's not that complicated. You're overthinking it. Thank you, Bishop, for all the gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you very much. After our third date, I told my wife I was ready to be exclusive and I wasn't going to compete with anyone else. She was surprised but agreed, and we've been together for 7 years now. Yeah, dude, fucking name it and claim it. Don't let people play games with you. The best way to win these games is to not fucking play them. So, and if they reject that, if they don't want to be exclusive, then fuck them. They probably never wanted to be exclusive. They don't value you or your time, so they can go fuck themselves. Go find somebody else. Go find somebody else that wants to be with you long term. Yeah, call her bitch. Girls love that. Bitches love being called bitch. Alright, boys. I think I've run out of steam here. I need to eat, like, dinner or something. My head hurts. The juice isn't doing it for me. I know my streams are usually 3 hours, but usually my streams aren't so intensive as to deal with, like, giving in-depth advice to the best of my ability, so I get a little bit more tired with the dating streams, but I'll try to stream again on Wednesday. I'm sorry I've only been streaming once a week. It's because it's video making time, and I'm in editing hell, and that is the priority here, is the long-form videos that you guys so desperately crave, and I want to do that for you guys. So, yeah. But, I'll see you potentially Wednesday. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you guys got some good shit out of this, and I eagerly await all of the negative comments that I'm going to get on the stream VOD, and all the people that are going to send me DMs about how I said something mean that didn't affirm their beliefs that they are God's gift to man, and all women should get on their knees instantly and start sucking them off. I can't wait. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hope you guys have a good week. Have a good Monday. Have a good Tuesday. Have a good Wednesday. Bye-bye. Love you. Say it back.